Welcome back you guys to another video. Now in today's video we're going to be talking about how I did the headlights, or how to turn the headlights from this like stock OEM to something like this Deamon eye rings. Now the cool thing about these, they are of course like the M4 looks, but if you open your phone, you go to your app, and here's you could change the color basically to whatever you like. You could have red. It's the red. It's not. I will do another video at night to show you guys the difference after I'm done the other. And I have like function, and I'm stupid. I did like a police version, like red and blue, just for fun, guys. I'm not gonna use it, but just for fun. So that basically it, and I could turn off. So basically that's what we're gonna learn today, how to turn your stock OEM headlights into something like this. Stay tuned. Alright, so we took out the second headlights out, which is it's already out, but we're here at home, and what I'm gonna show you guys. So this is the headlights, and if you can see right here is like the housing. Now why am I having housing and lens when I have a full headlights, you may ask? Well, because first I was thinking of removing the lens itself and replacing it, but I was like, you know what, let me just mod it, might as well. So, and another thing I want to mention, that taking out the lens itself was not easy. Like if you could see, like I messed it up right here, because you want to heat it, and these lenses, the glue that BMW uses inside, I guess it's pretty strong. And if you can see right here, like on the housing, like I pretty much damaged the thing. Like here's where the glue is supposed to sit, and here's like what the anyway, like see here, like I broke it, and it's supposed to look like that all the way, but that was the only way for me taking the glue out. I was trying my best, but again, after, and even like you see, if you see even the lens, it's been damaged. So I would say if you want to do it, might as well just buy a new lens. And guys, there's one thing so important I want to tell you about. If your headlights come in with this kind of function, this little cap right here, I don't know what you call it, I think it's a cap. Anyway, if your headlights come with this, be careful. That I said it 3 times, because these lenses are not the same as like what all over the internet is. Like, so if you could see, I bought these on the internet. This lens is what you're gonna see all over the internet. Like if you just type in Bmw E60, they don't come with the cap inserted right there. So these will not fit. Like it may sit, but they may not fit correctly. So be careful. If your headlights comes with this cap, be careful before thinking of replacing the lens. Not unless you find. I literally searched all over the internet. There's only one website. There's only one Chinese website that supplies that one, comes with a cap, and I bought it from him. And I said might as well, because I damaged the housing, so I bought another housing, and I've already replaced or moved all the component all the way to the new headlights. So that housing is brand new. The lens is going to be brand new today. I'm going to replace it, but let me show you the video. The purpose of the video is to mod the headlights, not talk about the housing and the lens, but I thought it would be so important to tell you guys what to expect if you try to open them. And again, it's not all about the modding, but so what's the reason of modding if you can destroy your housing or your lens? So I would say, especially this kind of car, BMW, if you want to replace the lens, if you're not like me, not professional, if you want to open them up, they are pain in the ass, trust me. And I would just rather buy a new set instead of trying to be smart and replace them. Okay, so here's what we're gonna work on. If you could see it right here. So if you can see right here, here's your angel eyes. It comes from this light, which is above is right there, and it lights up all the way to the second one. And here's why you don't have like a really not powerful lights, because the light's basically traveling from this all the way to the other light, which is you know, doesn't give it as, doesn't become as bright as need to be. Or like this one is not as bright as that one because the source is right here. You know, as it's traveling, it loses some of the light. So we need this. Guys, it's up to you, but for me, I like to black out everything I do. I like the black theme, so I'm gonna spray paint this black. And this one is like, you just take this one apart, you just lift it up, I guess. Yeah, you basically lift it up, or you press it down from here and you just slide it. Same thing for the top, but I guess I have to take this one out too. It's been held by a couple screws, but I already took them out, but just for the sake of the video, just gonna take them out. So it comes all out, all together. I believe we're not gonna use none of these, so these are trash, or you just save them. And here's what we're gonna work. I guess I have to cut it just like I did to the other one. I want to take these out. It's stuck, but that's okay. You take it out. We're gonna get back to this later. And for right now, I'm just gonna go ahead and pin this, or I'm gonna pin them later after I work on them. This one, I'm really not gonna work on it because this one just needs spray paint. And this one, I really want to work on him. So, here's your light. I'm gonna link in the description of the light for you guys if you want to buy them, although I would not. So here's the light, guys. I would link down in the description where I bought them from, or maybe what the closest. So it should sit like that. So in theory, it should sit like that. But since like I mean, it should sit right there. But the problem is, like, I did it and I did this mistake. I glued it right there. But the thing is, like, when you put the lens back in, it's gonna hit it. It's gonna prevent it from sit perfectly all the way around. So basically, we have to trim this plastic out in order to make it sit. So, and then we not gonna have, and this part also, we're not gonna make it. We're not just gonna put it back, because if we put it back, here's what you ring sit. So, and then we cannot put it right there. I mean, it would be so nice to have it like that, but unfortunately, guys, we have to push it all the way, something around here. And as much as I want it, and as much as I would love to just glue it right there. But the problem is, this is gonna stick out a little bit, and this is gonna hit again where the lens is. So we have to trim it so it can sit right here. So I mean, I could use you could use like a scissor if you have like a really good scissor. I'm gonna like cut it from here just to be safe to here. So I could start from here. See if my scissor could cut it. Yep. And I want to go all the way to here. And that's what we want to do. And just fitting where's my old, and this is the LED that we want to first put it back in. Put it straight. And now, as you can see, we have like an empty space that's gonna help us put in the lights better. And you can see that sits a little bit better. That's where we want it. See right here. And Yep, that's a pretty good place. I took out the, so I went ahead and took the right headlights out of the car because I noticed something. Like I really wanted to make it like as much as identical as possible. So I took out the headlights so so I could look at it as reference. So and then like I put like 3 pieces of tape to hold the lights, 3 and 1 in the back, of course. So hold it in place, and that looks as much as identical as possible. If you can see the space, if you can see how the width, it looks pretty identical, and it looks pretty nice. Now when you order these lights, it comes with like sticky double tape. It's not like as it's not as strong as the M tape, the 3M double tape, but it comes like with this like crappy double-sided tape. When instead I'm gonna use the epoxy Gorilla Clear. This thing is really strong, and it will, you know, it's strong. That's all you know. So I would really recommend something like this. Do not use like sticky double side tape, whatever. It's not gonna hold as much. Probably gonna hold for a little bit, and then it will. You don't want to have your lights like playing around, and it sucks because you cannot open it back. If you open it back, you're gonna crack. You're gonna don't just avoid all that and use something like as strong as the epoxy. So pretty much this is what I did. I just pour some of the epoxy. You know, you mix it in, and then I put some here and some in there, and now I'm just gonna leave it sit for a little bit, and then we're gonna start working on the other light. So for this, we're gonna go ahead and use the VHT, and this is basically a tent. So the next step is really important. We want to cut this piece. So I already, like if you see, I already cut that one like all the way right there, and we were gonna go ahead and cut this basically from here all the way there. Now you can use your drill, or that one I cut it before without the drill, but I just bought this piece so I could cut it better. Alright, so now we're pretty much kind of, I would say, halfway done. The glue is pretty strong. It's not completely strong, like done, but it's pretty okay. And now we're gonna go ahead and take out all these tape. That one is done. Okay. Now, pretty much we're done with this part. But this one is like, here's what we're gonna work on, because if you remember the other, this one, like it stick all the way up here, but since we did the cutting, we want to make it like fit somewhere right here. So what we're gonna do is like we're gonna make holes, and then we're gonna tie it up in the base. So I need to cut this one out. The best thing would be is like to heat it up. I have a heat, so and make holes maybe over here or here, and then we kind of gonna sew it, but we're not gonna sew it, but like, you know, it's just the same. Like we're just gonna pour things, we're just gonna put the wires here, and we make a stick somewhere right here, and we want to make it something like in the middle, like, okay, this one does move, so want to make it like that. See how it looks like there, right here? We basically want to make it like that. So something like that. So we put it apart. So I made a hole right here and a hole right there, so I could use something like this, you know, to just make it fit apart. I mean stick. And then I guess I just could use this to this and then we will be fine, I guess, from there. So after placing this part right here, and of course you're gonna screw over here and secure it from there. Now it's this light. Now, of course that goes on top, and then the other one, but I just left it there because it's painted. So we want this light. Okay, so we want this light to be in the middle. Now, how are you gonna make it in the middle? I'm gonna ask. It's a good question. You want to have like something. Now this is like a skateboard spacer for the wheels. You want something like as thick as this. You just need like this much, I think, because the other one I cut it in half. I can't find the other half, so I'm gonna use this one. So you just place it right here, and again we're gonna make holes so we could screw this, you know, in place. So, and then we're gonna use these holes right here. So we're gonna use another cable and attach it to this, and what that's gonna allow us to have it somewhere. Well, it's not somewhere, it's perfectly in the middle. And that's pretty much it. That's pretty much how I did this. If you could see it, it's not perfectly in the middle, but it's pretty nice. Now nobody could tell, nobody could notice that they're not in the middle. Anyway, this is what really important, because this is the light. These are not that much important, I guess. And then for the Deamon eyes, you just have this LED. I'm gonna link it in the description. You just pretty much put it inside the high beam or the low beam, and you just wrap it around, and you have your cable where we're gonna connect them to the angel eyes harness. This is the angel eyes. So when we turn on the angel eyes, your angel is gonna work. But the angel eyes, like those new angel eyes adapted, we're gonna connect them to this 12 volt this light right there. It's gonna be this. It's gonna be connected power to the lights, and the Deamon eye, it's for in the halos. Or you could connect them all to this 12 volt. It's up to you. I guess I'm gonna put them all in this. I guess it'd be better, or whatever you want. And yeah. So here's the light. It is done. As you can see, like it's right in the middle. So here what we did, a hole right here. We made like a hole right here, and we tied it up. Another one right here. Another one right here, and we tied it up. This one we just used the what we have, and then two holes right here to secure it in the middle. And like this, you have a pretty nice one light in the middle. Now we're pretty much done. We're just gonna put things back. Deamon eyes is ready. That cover I painted already, and let's just put things back together. That's it. And now it's pretty much done. All we have to do is just pull the sealer back in and heat it up in the oven or using the heat gun, and put the lens back in, and pretty much it. We're done. Now don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, and I'll see you to the next one. Bye. Peace out. And this is pretty much what you get when you turn on like the halo. You get the white side, and then the Deamon eye turn on, and then on the app, when you turn on, you get basically the halo. Right now it's just like they're fading. Okay, if you change the, basically you could change it to whatever color you want. If that's red, let's do green. If I go to the green, it's basically green. If I do blue, that's blue right there. It looks pretty awesome. I didn't hook up the other one so we could see, so we could have a better look on the single. And basically the one in the middle is like basically like the white. This is the white, and you have like here, like you have function, and like there's like couple things you could pick. You could pick like the speed. Select the slow. Let me pick like, it's like very fast. Change colors, like multiple colors you could pick. But I guess that's not legal, so let me just stick with white. I'm just gonna leave it on the white, to be honest. This way it looks pretty nice. And also I forgot to tell you guys that I could like change how much the brightness I want it. Like, this is so high. This is so low. Like, this is so low. Kind of like that. Or is it like completely off? This is like 0. This looks pretty nice. This is so bright. It's like in the middle. That looks pretty nice right there.